Tonight, before you try to fall asleep, listen to this promise from Jesus. I am with you always. Not just in your best moments, not just when you feel strong, but even now, in the quiet of this night, when your thoughts feel heavy. Stay here for a moment and let this truth settle into your heart. As the night gently wraps itself around the world, everything begins to slow. The busy sounds of the day fade into the background, and a deeper silence takes their place. In this quiet space, it is easy for loneliness to surface. Thoughts grow louder. Memories return. Questions about tomorrow begin to whisper. And sometimes, even in a room full of comfort, your heart can still feel alone. Tonight, let us sit with the words of Jesus that reach across time and speak into this very moment. I am with you always. These words are not fragile. They do not fade when the night grows long. They do not disappear when you feel unsure or afraid. They remain steady and faithful, like a soft light that never goes out. Take a slow breath in. Feel your chest rise. And as you breathe out, imagine releasing the tension you have been carrying, the weight of expectations, the pressure to be strong, the quiet fear of facing things on your own. You do not have to hold these tonight. Imagine yourself standing in a wide, open space beneath a calm, star-filled sky. The air is cool and gentle. The ground beneath you feels solid and steady. In the stillness, you sense a presence beside you. You do not need to turn around to know who it is. You simply feel it. A presence that brings comfort instead of demand, peace instead of pressure, love instead of judgment. Jesus walks with you through this quiet place, not ahead of you and not behind you, but beside you. His steps match yours. When you slow down, he slows. When you pause, he waits. There is no rush here. There is only togetherness. In a world that often celebrates independence and self-reliance, it can feel difficult to admit how deeply we long to be accompanied. How much we desire someone who stays when things become complicated, when emotions grow heavy, when answers are not easy to find. And yet, this is exactly what Jesus offers. Not a distant presence, but a close one. Not a temporary comfort, but a lasting companionship. Think back over your day. There may have been moments when you felt unseen, times when your efforts went unnoticed, conversations that left you feeling misunderstood. These small moments can quietly pile up inside the heart. They can make you feel as though you are walking through life on your own. Tonight, let this teaching remind you that you are never truly alone. Even in the moments when no one else seems to notice, even in the quiet spaces when no words are spoken, God is near. Jesus did not say, I will be with you when everything goes right. He did not say, I will be with you when you have everything figured out. He said, I am with you always. In confusion, in weakness, in joy, in sorrow, in the calm and in the storm. If your mind begins to wander, Gently bring it back to this moment, back to this promise. Let it settle into you like a warm blanket on a cool night. You may be carrying questions into this evening. Questions about your purpose, your future, or the path you are walking. You may feel uncertain about decisions you have made or steps you need to take. Instead of trying to solve everything right now, imagine placing those questions into God's hands. Hands that are patient. Hands that are steady. Hands that are strong enough to hold what you cannot. Jesus' presence does not remove every challenge from your life, but it does mean you never have to face those challenges by yourself. When the road feels unclear, He walks it with you. When the night feels long, He remains. Picture a small light glowing in the distance. It does not flood the entire landscape. It simply shows you the next step. That is often how God's guidance works. You do not always see the whole path. You are simply invited to take the next step, trusting that you are not walking into darkness alone. Let your breathing slow again. Inhale gently. Exhale slowly. With each breath out, release another layer of tension. With each breath in, receive a little more calm. Jesus' promise of presence is not loud or dramatic. It is quiet and steady. It is the kind of promise that stays with you in the background of your life, supporting you even when you are not actively thinking about it. If you feel tired tonight, let yourself rest in this truth. You do not have to carry the world on your shoulders. You do not have to be strong all the time. You are allowed to lean on a presence that does not grow weary. As the night deepens, let your heart become a little softer. Let the walls you have built around your worries slowly lower. You are in a safe place now, a place where you can simply be, without pretending, without striving, without explaining. Jesus is with you in this moment, in this breath, in this quiet. And as you begin to prepare for sleep, allow this simple truth to remain with you. You are not alone in your thoughts. You are not alone in your fears. You are not alone in your hopes. You are accompanied. You are seen. You are held. Let this be the foundation of your rest tonight. Not the absence of problems, but the presence of God. And in that presence, your heart can begin to settle, your mind can begin to grow quiet, and your soul can begin to find the gentle peace it has been searching for. As you continue to rest in this quiet moment, let the stillness around you become a gentle companion. The world outside has slowed, and for now, there is nothing you need to do, nowhere you need to go, and nothing you need to fix. This time is simply for being present, for allowing your heart to breathe in the nearness of God. The promise of Jesus remains steady in the background of your thoughts. I am with you always. These words do not rush you forward. They invite you to settle, to stop striving, to trust that even in the pauses of your life, something sacred is taking place. Imagine yourself walking along a quiet path at dawn. The sky is beginning to change colors, moving slowly from deep blue into soft shades of gold and pink. Each step feels light. Each breath feels full. You are not walking alone. There is a presence beside you, steady and unhurried, matching your pace. Sometimes, the hardest part of faith is not believing that God exists, but believing that He is truly near, that He cares about the small details of your life, the passing worries, the silent prayers you do not always say out loud, the hidden hopes you are afraid to name. Tonight, let this teaching gently remind you that none of these things are invisible to God. Jesus' presence is not reserved for holy places or special moments. It is woven into the ordinary parts of your life, into the quiet evenings, the tired mornings, the long days that feel routine. He is with you in the simplicity of breathing in and breathing out. If your heart has been heavy, imagine placing that weight down for a moment. You do not have to carry it through this night. You can return to it tomorrow, if you must. But for now, allow yourself the gift of rest. There is a deep kind of strength that comes from admitting you cannot do everything on your own, from allowing yourself to be supported by something greater than your own effort. Jesus does not stand at a distance, waiting for you to figure things out. He walks with you in the process. He listens as you struggle. He stays as you learn. Think about the people in your life who have come and gone. Some have stayed for a season. Some have left without explanation. Some have drifted away with time. These experiences can leave behind a quiet fear that everyone eventually leaves. But tonight, let the words of Jesus speak into that fear. I am with you always. This is a promise that does not change with circumstances. It does not depend on your performance. It does not expire. As you breathe, let this truth move slowly through you, from your thoughts into your heart, and from your heart into the rest of your being. You may not feel peace all at once. That is okay. Peace often arrives gently, like the first light of morning. It begins as something almost unnoticeable, a small shift in the air, a subtle warmth in the sky. And before you realize it, the darkness has begun to fade. Let your mind rest on something simple and steady. The sound of your breathing. The feeling of the bed beneath you, the quiet around you. These small anchors can help guide you back to the present moment when your thoughts begin to wander. Jesus' promise is not a shield that keeps you from ever feeling pain, but it is a presence that walks with you through it. When you feel uncertain, He remains. When you feel afraid, He stays. When you feel alone, He draws near. Allow a gentle prayer to form within you now. God, thank you for being with me in this moment. Thank you for the nearness I do not have to earn and the love I do not have to prove myself worthy of. Thank you for walking with me through the quiet and the noise, through the joy and the sorrow, through the things I understand and the things I do not. Tonight, I place my heart into your care. I place my worries into your hands. I place my tomorrow into your guidance. I trust that even as I sleep, you are present, watching over me, holding me, and leading me forward. If there are places in my heart that still feel afraid, meet them with your peace. If there are questions that still feel unanswered, meet them with your patience. If there is weariness in my soul, meet it with your rest. As this night continues, let my thoughts grow quiet. Let my breathing grow slow. Let my body relax into the safety of this moment. You are with me in the darkness. You are with me in the light. You are with me in every step I take, even when I do not see the path clearly. Let this truth remain with me as I drift into sleep. Let it be the last thing I remember tonight and the first thing I carry with me when I wake. I am not alone. I am accompanied. I am held. And in this presence, I find my rest. As the quiet deepens, allow yourself to fade gently into sleep, knowing that you are surrounded by care that does not fade with the night. The same presence that is with you now will be with you when morning comes. Rest in that promise. Rest in that peace. Rest in that love.